For episode 2 of Bites, Sites, and Life Insurance Insights, we took the show on the road. I'm in what's called Hill Country, which is just outside of Austin, and we're at the Salt Lick, which is an OG Central Texas barbecue place. My good friend Peter Chung is inside from NFP Partners Financial. We're gonna eat some barbecue and talk about life insurance stuff. So come on in, let's go. I'm here with my good friend Peter Chung. Peter Chung, say hi to all of our viewers.
Hi everybody, how you doing today? Great to have Bill here in Austin, Texas. I love it.
So tell everybody what you do, who you work for, and kind of the fluffy stuff right up front.
Peter Chung, again, to everybody. I'm responsible for Partners Financial, our membership organization that focuses on the high net worth life insurance community.
Now you live in Austin, correct?
That's right.
So I've been coming to Austin for a long time. The city has changed a lot. How long have you lived here for?
So I've been in Austin 26 years now.
Yeah. So, I mean, A, how has the city changed for you? And B, what does that really mean to you as somebody that lives here?
Well, the city's changed itself. I love the growth that's happened in Austin. It's great seeing our city go from, when I first moved here, I want to say it was not quite 1 million in population. The greater Austin now is in excess of 2, maybe 2.5. We've steadily get on the list of cities that everybody wants to move to. So it's been great. Love seeing the growth.
So I think one of the reasons why people love Central Texas is the barbecue. Would you agree?
I would agree. Barbecue, and even though it's not my cup of tea, country music. That's why a lot of people come down to Austin, Texas.
All right, well, why don't we order up some barbecue and we'll start talking about life insurance stuff over some fruit.
That sounds good.
So we are going to do the family style, and then water for me. Pete, you want anything to drink?
I'm good with water, I think. Save all the space for water.
Yeah, and that's it. You've been working in the life insurance industry since before you could grow facial hair.
Yep.
And I'm follically challenged myself, so I could say that as one of those people there. What attracted you to the life insurance industry? Because I believe you came pretty much into life insurance straight out of college, correct?
Correct. I started as a career agent and in the life insurance business. I do remember cold calling my very first day in the job. So shout out to everybody who did that. Spent probably the first 4 or 5 years just as a retail life insurance agent, both managing investments and selling life insurance. And the life insurance side really just kind of called me. I mean, I love helping people, enjoyed seeing a full life insurance plan come to fruition. Marrying that up with their investor work is really kind of what kept me excited and got me excited about the life insurance being search.
And then how did you get to Partners Financial?
Oh man, how did I get to Partners? So I originally came to Partners, NFP. I did research on the company. Decided it was time to hang out the retail agent hat and do something a little bit more corporate. Felt a little more suited to my skill sets.
But you started there basically at the very bottom, and you kind of worked your way all the way to the top of the organization.
I did. I started off as a, believe it or not, compliance analyst.
I don't believe that.
No one ever believes that. No one ever believes that. But it was a good time in my life to make a little bit of a change and really help understand why things happen the way they do.
So Partners has undergone a lot of changes over the years. One of the really interesting parts about Partners is kind of how its ownership structure has changed over the years. So it was owned by basically the members at one point, and then it was bought by NFP and part of a public company.
Came public, right?
And then it was bought by a private equity company. And now you're owned by a giant insurance conglomerate.
A publicly traded insurance conglomerate.
Yes, exactly. So how has it changed over the years, or is it really just, it didn't matter how the ownership structure was, the Partners Financial value proposition was the same for its members?
I would say it's really about the members. I mean, one thing that's stayed consistent throughout the years, our members have been some of the greatest life insurance agents, people, all, and the culture is what's really kept this company, whether we're private, we were publicly held, privately held, now back in the public domain again. It's been all about the people. So not a lot has changed other than the structure of the business.
I want to go back to private equity for a minute, because I think That's kind of been the overriding theme in our industry for the last 5 years, is kind of the entry of private equity, either into distribution or carriers. How do you view the entry of private equity or private credit, whatever you want to call it, into the life insurance industry? And ultimately, do you see it as a positive or negative, or do you think there's positives and negatives from it, just like anything else?
That's a really good question, Bo, and you're right. There is a continuing trend seeing private equity in there. My personal belief, it has its pros and it has its cons. And it depends on whether you're talking about private equity getting into the carrier space, or if we're talking about private equity getting into distribution. In distribution, it's been a very positive experience for us. We've been able to grow the business tremendously, and I don't know that we would have been able to do that at that period of time under public company kind of guidance and voice. I think we have to be careful. We have to continue to watch what's happening in the industry from a carrier perspective as private equity gets into carriers. And just kind of speaking from personal experience, I mean, I love what you guys are about, Penn Mutual. I love how you're focused on policyholders and focused on the owners of the company. So really like what you're doing over at Penn Mutual.
What are you seeing right now that's kind of driving sales? What are your members talking about as far as opportunities in the marketplace right now?
What are they working on these days? I might say there's a lot of activity around businesses, the business owners. We have a number of members who focus their time, energy, and effort on helping business owners transition their company to the next generation. There's also a lot of business owners out there who've worked with private equity companies that have sold their business for a few dollars. Our financial professionals have really helped to take care of the business post-sale. I'd say the other big part is the estate taxes. The estate tax right now, you know better than I do what's happening with the exemption. Maybe you, on one of your future the podcast or videos, you can talk about that.
Yeah, we're seeing the same thing. I mean, definitely the big three for us are wealth transfer planning, business planning, and retirement planning. That's probably 90% of the cases that we place these days. Have you seen any changes since the pandemic in regards to what your either financial professionals are working on, or client behavior, or anything along those lines?
Well, there's been a lot of changes there post-pandemic, and I'd say from what they're working on, their core remains the same. I'd say another category that we've seen a lot of, you called it a little bit on retirement. I say working a lot more in a deferred comp area. So our partnership with AAP Executive Benefits has been nice to see come through. But it just, again, it ties into the business owner community. But I think what's changed is the way that our members, our financial professionals, are connecting with their clients and what their centers of influence. We're seeing a lot more virtual meetings. It's a whole lot easier to get a business owner to do your initial Zoom call and to actually tie up the details first. So it's been a nice blend. It's great to see people are working across the country. You add some of our advisors working in, let's just say Texas, because we're in Texas today, that have clients in New York, have clients in Florida, have clients in California. And it's easier for them to connect with us, right? A new world, though.
Have you seen more adoption of technology platforms? I mean, I know that Partners has been big on technology over the years. Obviously, we have technology platforms like ACE and Insight. I mean, do you think that since the pandemic, people have really started to embrace kind of electronic submission, e-app, and so forth, more so than they did before?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'd say the early adopters are definitely ahead of the curve now. They're big ACE users, big ACE fans. As we have done a nice job with Penn Mutual and bringing that to our membership, to our community. I'd also say that anybody who was a little resistant to change is really fully embrace the apps, e-signatures. I mean, everyone's ready to make sure that we can get insurance in the hands of people that need it most, faster, quicker, easier. So definitely a big adoption there. And then I'd say the other piece of technology that we've really seen advisors adopt, I think going full speed ahead into in-force and managing business. I think technology really helped us in the future manage clients' life insurance portfolios for the long term and help them do that.
Yeah, I mean, you've got members that have been in the industry for 50 years and have clients that have been on the books for decades. And so using electronic tools to help manage that block of business just makes all the sense in the world to me.
Absolutely. But it's the future as well. We can't move fast enough, in my opinion, and really do appreciate our partnerships in the industry to help continue to evolve and continue to be innovative and help positive change in the foresight of things. And the last point I'll make, it's really interesting. One trend I am seeing, there is a certain group of client that won't do business on paper. And if you don't have a solution for them, they're not interested. There's no way they're buying. They're moving on to other advisors. So Penn Mutual again, position for that.
Yeah, we can help them out.
Yeah, we are.
You have some of the best financial professionals in the business as part of the Partners Financial membership. What are you seeing them working on these days? What's driving business for your members?
I'd say they're working in a couple main areas. One, business owner clients. They're helping business owners transition their business to the next generation. I'd say area number two, we've always been pretty focused on wealth transfer and just really helping their focus, especially with the upcoming election. Not to get political during a barbecue session.
No politics here.
I know that you're tracking what's happening with the election and what may happen as far as the state tax exemptions go. So spending a lot of time helping transition wealth to the next generation. And then if you circle back to the business owner clientele, I think we're doing a lot more work with our partners at NFP Executive Benefits from a COLI perspective, from a deferred comp perspective, helping individuals, spend their time on all the time safely.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what we're seeing as well. I would say probably 90% of the cases that we're seeing fall within either the business planning, wealth transfer planning, or retirement planning marketplace. So it seems like there's a lot of alignment there.
Yeah, that's why we're such a great year with you guys so far.
Now, when you think about large-scale barbecue, it's not somebody's doing everything. You have a team approach. You have somebody working on the sauces, and you have somebody doing the pit, and you have somebody prepping the meats, and you have somebody doing the sides. I like to analogize that to life insurance planning. You have a financial professional, you have an attorney, and so forth. But I think you can even get more granular than that. Could you make an analogy between the membership at Partners Financial and kind of a great barbecue team?
Oh man, Bill, you really pulled a really cool analogy out, especially since we have these nice wooden tables here in Austin. It starts with quality. It starts with quality people manning the sausage, the ribs, the brisket, for a dish like brisket that takes a long time. As they say, if you're looking, it ain't cooking, right?
That's a good one, yeah.
It's kind of the old Texas phrase about smoking brisket. I think the same thing applies with our team. You have to take the long game approach, and you have to work cases through. You have to bring in experts. You have to be checking in on a regular basis without being overbearing. I think that's what makes the Partners team so unique. It's that they're there. They're found always keeping an eye on the cook, if you will. But at the same time, it's quality people, quality ingredients that turn out great barbecue, great life insurance cases. You ready for dessert, Bill?
I think we're ready for dessert. Well, I have some desserty questions for you here.
Right.
So we need to have dessert while we're doing it. So I think that we all agreed that we're going to do the peach cobbler. Well, let's do the half tray with the vanilla ice cream.
Look, that's a half tray.
That is a half tray.
Oh, Bill.
Well, grab a bowl and grab some cobbler. Rumor is you enjoy a game of golf on occasion.
On occasion, yes.
What's your favorite course to play? And what's a course that you haven't played that you'd like to?
Favorite place to play? I'm gonna go with Austin Golf Club. It's here in Austin. The vibe is great. The people are fantastic, like folks, and like the people at Partners. So again, going back to it's all about the people. Kind of favorite, kind of specialty course. Pebble Beach. There's nothing
Beautiful.
nothing bad about Pebble Beach. It's a very special place.
So where do you want to play?
Where I want to play, oh yeah, Augusta National Golf Club
Somehow I knew you were going to say that.
is an easy answer.
What's it like to root for a football team that hasn't won a Super Bowl since the Clinton administration?
How did I know you were gonna go there? I went to high school in Dallas, so it was easy to adopt the Dallas Cowboys as my primary football team. Painful, Bill, I have to say. Very painful, but maybe this is our...
Well, here's my invitation, inviting you to join the Rams bandwagon when they win yet another Super Bowl coming up here.
Confident this year.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, well, Pete, thank you so much for being our guest on this episode of Bites, Sites, and Life Insurance Insights. Great conversation. Thank you for watching. If you got value from this video, make sure you check out our previous videos. We know you will love them.